Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.
Go to the church, though.
Tawali man, what's up?
Man, can you imagine people just dump everywhere? Someone drinks water and throws the bottle wherever.
Come on, Rogers. What else do you expect people to do with an empty bottle?
Simanya now, recorder. Do you know that plastics take at least 450 years to decompose?
What? That's a long time.
Exactly. Because plastics are made out of a lightweight and flexible material that doesn't decompose easily. And plastics everywhere in the environment cause plastic pollution.
What is plastic pollution now?
It is the accumulation of plastic waste in the environment, like bottles, polythene bags, straws. All of these contribute to plastic pollution.
I have been using them without knowing their effect.
Yeah, a lot of people have. Plastics are a danger to the ecosystem, both on land and in water.
So how can we overcome this problem? Is there something we can do?
Oh yes, we can reduce by minimizing the use of plastics, reuse by repurposing them, or recycle by collecting and processing them into new products.
Everyone wants to change the world, but no one wants to change themselves for the world.
How about we change our habits for the world?
And it starts with me and you.
This message is brought to you by Alternative Digitalk. The Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.
Charlie program the Mighty Drive Show amanyanze Edgar Matthew Karuhanga ndi muwerezawo wano ku TikTok TV zakaitako 23 kusawa ebiyezo kumacha tuli musawa ya fesoka era wano tubeera tunyumyamu namwe tukoma kusawa nyazili eza kala samayanzi nabagambe dda nti omwami Norman Tumuhimbise onono nga national coordinator omukulembeze w'ekisinde the alternative social movement oba the alternative Uganda so mumbere eyo omwami ono akulemberamu ekisinde kino okubanga ayogera ku nsonga ezigenda maaso mu ggwanga sigwe mulimu gukka gwakola in fact no si mulimu kirabika kuba kwetuma naye awandiika n'obutabo mufumiitiriza wa nsonga era atuuka wansi n'apeni nga is an author awandiisa obutabo bw'enjawulo bungi bumuleetedde emigozo bano naye ate era buleetedde bannayuganda okumanya kiki ekigenda maaso mu ggwanga omwami ono is also a political activist era nga muntu ayogera ku nsonga eziba zigenda maaso mu ggwanga era general osobola okugamba nti mulwanyirizi wa ddembe ly'obuntu olunaku olwali tugenda kubanga tunyumya ku nsonga nyingi ezigenda maaso mu ggwanga naye nga sinnamuyita kansooke nkuguze kana akatabo bakayita cancer at my bones God preserved my spirit ono omukyala anyumya ku lutabaalo lwe n'ekirwadde ekya cancer mu mbeera eyo saakyogerako ayogera ku ngeri gye yabiitinga cancer ate nga teyabiitinga cancer mulundi gumu gwokka nedda aze agidefeating emirundi egiwera so ndowooza there is something you can learn from her osobola ofuna kopi eno ku mitwalo 6 egya Uganda osobola okuba enamba noti 7 noti emu 8 noti 2 tujja kuba nga tukudelivaringira kana akatabo ku bwereere oba oli mu Kampala naye wobeera oli wabweru wa Kampala tujja kuba nga tukusaba akasimbi katono kosobola okuba nga oteekamu akatabo kano kakutuukeko katabo kalungi nnyo era ke katabo koyagala okubanga ofumiitiriza akate nga osoma nnyo manyi bannayuganda tetwagala nnyo kusoma butabo naye kaneme kushakinga tables they have expensive drinks you're welcome Farida
thank you Edgar wasuzotya
wasuze bulungi I'm shaking a table with expensive drinks
olinga agamba nti bwoyogera bwotyo olina bo offendings nga ate tukuli kumpi
exactly wala memba offendings abanda babanzi
okusoma kwa kweyigiriza mpola mpola kintu kyoba weeyigiriza you don't need to read a whole book in one sitting somako ka half a page no soma yo 3 sentences for as long as you are grasping what is in the book
but you can also read the whole book
abananti abamu they just go they peruse through naga katabo nakasoma nga umubuza contents za katabo
they have those legends we used to do with them in literature nga asoma first pages esatu nadda ne wakati na asoma esatu nadda ne wasembayo
akatabera mu bifaananyi kaba batagenda kasoma
Emo tufananyi twayo naye eno tutuwa drawing amomo tuwa Yesu ne Sitani bwe omu neera babisoma.
Ogenda mpola
Nanti lwakuba Bible erina engeri gye kuwa hope. It makes you think you will get a miracle by reading the Bible, you know. There is a way people preach about reading the Bible. Mbadde kiri ebifaananyi naye njagala okubaaniriza mwenna abatukeereddeko ku mpewo zaffe za Digitalk TV njagala okubakulisaayo mu updates n'omukulu w'Ediga Matthew Karuhanga bwe tuba tuyingidde wano omanyi omugenyi waffe aba yatudde dda mu studios omukulu Norman Tumuhimbise. He's the author of the Komanyoko Politics and Sowing the Mustard Seed Liars and Accomplices Behind the Devil's Line. Zonna ezo zo copies zenjogera tuli ku 5 gw'okwata kyetaano nga wakatabo kungogenda osoma. Our latest is Mpaawo Atalikaba, the Halloween buzz. Kakati osobola nakukafuna ng'onyigiddeko ku simu yange ya MTN 0783047785 emitwalo gy'etaano. We deliver countrywide naye delivery ebeera yiyo si yange. Cancer at Maybones and God preserved my spirit. Delivery around Kampala ya bwerere. Outside Kampala mukwano ogenda teka makasente ako akatabo ka mitwalo 6 ng'ate munayo osobola okwesomerako okonolaba kansa ayinza kukosa atyo oyinza mwewala otya biki by'olina okulya. Kakati bw'oba onoosoma Komanyoko Politics weetaaga omanye the politics that is being played in Uganda here. Era ne tutuulidde wano we are going to be talking about politics. We are talking politics kubanga gwe tuli naye mu studios is a politician yadde nga tali mu bino bya parliament naye nga politics naye amuzannyira side ye mu kuwandika katabo manyi buli omu alina engeri gy'azannya politics we. You be an author ng'owandika ku bintu ebiba bigenda obubi mu nsi yonna ebigenda obulungi. But I have never read you praising Museveni somewhere in your book. I don't know whether Museveni has not done anything good.
There's nothing working.
What will the Pondo do?
For sure, I've just realized.
But I'm
before you critique someone, first say there is something good about
you first said the positive and then
the negative comes. But for you, it's always negative. Problems are negative.
Yes. My name is Norman Tumuhimbise and ndi mukwanaganya wa alternative social movement. Ndi muwandiisi wa butabo nadde ndabako eggulu Facebook enenge gyatuyamba nagenza okulaba nga 11 years ago I had published my first book. When you were still in high school. Tell the viewers that we are still in secondary. So some of us had already started battling the monster in courts.
It was around 2013, right?
Yeah, 2013. That's when my first book came out, and by 2011 I had contested for MOP. Yes. Most likely we were in primary.
I was in secondary.
Hey, senior one, first time. Yeah, it's okay. So there we go. Abatula bambi mwebale kutuwa budde. Mwebale kuneka na era mwebale kuweereza.
Alhamdulillah.
Ebwango lirabo otya?
Byampuna katwasalawo naffe kulire kali likwate jeliraga.
Naye roja tukosa a different approach. What is working in your regard before we start on what is not working?
What is working is that I am
2024 what is working?
That I am alive and so you are. She's alive and a few, not a few, of course I can't say a few, and other many Ugandans. So what is surviving Uganda? The right word. That's what is working. 2 is that abantu bachayina kusubi. Bachayina kusubi, that's what is working. So what is literally working bitono as compared to what is not working? Na yera wetuli.
Nchitegeera.
Nanti ebitono ebyo ebiri mu kuwakinga bye twagala omenye.
Nanti Gambia tukyali balamu. Abantu abangi bakyali balamu.
Abajinale mu ggwanga.
Ate kati bagambye bali balamu ggulu era bali balamu.
So the fact that muli balamu there is food.
Yeah, of course. No, that is subjective. There is food but subjective to
the health sector
to some
is okay.
People. Not to be okay. Nti emmere weeri naye ate issue eri nti abajinako access bo bameka. Because between me and you people, tuleme kubuzaabuza batulaba nti waliwo omuntu kati sisaawa 2.
Yes.
Okimanyi kati waliwo omuntu nga tannafuna kyaggulu ekyeggulu. The supper of yesterday. Getting that logic.
Nanti oyo aba ali alunaku lumu.
I getting the point. Tannafuna kyaggulu kyaddi ekyeggulu.
Nenga tuli kuma.
Ate kati nga tuli kumacho already. Nenga
kati waliwo ofuna n'ekyenkya.
Kati ye mwe munoonya kyaleero kya yanoonya ekyeggulu. the supper of yesterday and yet waliwo already nga ye ku bizibu byalina ku programu ye nemmere y'omwaka guno yona ina takina mu bizibu byalina
tamanyi na price ya
yeah, you get it's a matter of kwata sente nyingi ko naziteeka mu aziwa ababayambake waka nibagenda mu shopping ate nibagenda ne mu motoka za number za red to shop for them era sinsawa nokkirira nakasero market waliyo number plates emyufu mulimu mu police awo maaso bamanyi okukwata obuveera you get
Yes, I get
nga bali mu shoppinga bintu bya wiki abamba bi shopping eggulo abamba bi shopping today is Tuesday abamba bi shopping eggulo ninga biri motoka namba mchi myufu kati bamala okushoppinga era mu katale ke kamu waliwo era baabuwe ali mu kunoonya ennyanya zino ezifotose ezagudde n'ebikabeji n'ebiyembe ebya fotose naye asobola okubeerawo n'effena tuli mu nsi
engalo zino tezenkanankana Norman serious jago
tezenkanankana naye ate siganye tezenkanankana naye ate bw'osanga luno luli eno luggwerayo kyanjawulo era bw'osanga you get tezenkanankana tuganye naye space between this finger and this one ne wano katonda si musiru bw'olaba inches obuli between luno ne luno ne luno ogamba katonda lwaki teyakwata luno n'aluteeka wano nga kampi nnyo you get no one of us wants to be like these ministers n'abalala our argument has always been nti bw'obanga gwe omuntu afuna omusaala katugeze because mu muganga change mulimu afuna omusaala gwa milioni 10 change mwe bali but also some big organizations and some companies mwe bali naye ate ne politician nga afuna milioni nga 4 naye tugamba politician abo afuna ezo lwaki omukyalo w'enguudo baba wasinji lukaga did I hear was it 6
abera
was it sinji lukaga zali bekala
tebaba linyiza
tebali baba kwani niwe wameka nga 10 wanga 8
are
you getting the point
I get what you're saying
ne wayita emmotoka yo eyinamba emyufu ekola ki weyita bambi era asomesa abaana alina okulya era abambaza mu kubambaza ku abwe engoye z'abambaza ez'ebikadde gavumenti yammwe yakola ki are you getting how these things si mu mutima mubi
yes I get
you get ono omukyala gwo olukaaga in fact ne bumuwe 15 engoye nezondadagulira abaana be ez'emivumba mwazikola ki muzijjawo ne night lyandibadde ateekola engoye ezandibadde ng'ezawaakiri ez'omu Uganda nazo tezigulika so kati gw'osuubidde nti kati zinenga you get so there are some basics sigamba oyo omukyala yera ayagala milioni 10 per month naye ayagala reasonable
ekyensangi zino waliwo n'emuze ogw'okunyikiriza nti abantu basaba nnyo osanga omuntu nga not praying but begging osanga omuntu ali smart bulungi ayimiridde mpayo 2 nyamba bwe mpayo 10 like and they are genuinely
but I think I shouldn't use the word everyone okay most of the Ugandans are all beggars we beg differently NGOs beg to bazungu support our project and the rest Museveni goes and begs them all of us are what beggars
na yele voices
you get waliwo onompayo samukamani mpayo omutwalo waliyo nompayo 10 mpayo kadata ka 5 all of us are beggars we beg differently and this whole thing is a script of those who manage this world
kitegeeza wala abantu abalowooza n'alowooza n'afumitiza naga katukole system bweti bano babeerewo bati
yes we are moving in a script if you did not know tuli mu script someone
and surprisingly it looks coincident
no there is a script of not simply even bazungu some of in fact most of the bazungu are also following the same script of those who run the world if you have time from here you'll go and read about the Rockefellers
those families izimanyezo
Rothschild families nga ne babeera ba Bill Gates n'abala batambira mu script yabo abantu kino banking system yono education system yono so we are in a script for now we are like sitting ducks.
I'm going to ask you about the Bachwezi dynasty and because you are a historian nice gonna chikubuza kati no because there is a growing concern there is a certain Bachwezi dynasty reimagining in East Africa again the interlacustrine region again na kino kitegeeza naye nga tunagende tugendeko edokolo UPC yawangudde akalulu and why I bring it is because UPC political party gyotatera nnyo kuwulira nga yawangudde kalulu naye ate
wawangula kaba kansonga kuba swame
because
hands down
wali oyogera nti UPC no yali crushed in one of your books militarily ne bagimalawo literally by the people at the time naye tulaba reorganization in the north tulaba enteekateeka enjawulo. Do these people, are they smelling power? Is there something we should expect from the northern region? No man.
I think for me, ngojeko ebintu ebirala byogera ku UPC, it's one party in my view. In fact, there are two political parties in this country. Ezalina, it is China ideology etegerekeka. Between me and you, I would sponsor our border to get to Uganda House. What were abantu nga bo akavika wekekana kechime bakasalira no balinga
bakabush
bakabush balinga bakatemese jambia babera bambi for them they even think about is yet to come back. Boba manyi nti teri everywhere UPG everywhere you get bambi they are so much oriented and deep rooted into the UPC ideology. Some of the things that were simple things that those green things we see, green light political things we see, highway hospitals, education system. Do you know even UPE was part of the UPC project?
Yes.
NRM just came to implement so many things. Look at the Okumaka Fana Yomuti Yazimba Uganda House in 1980s. You get with Obote Foundation, which has sponsored as so many, as you can imagine. Obote mentored as many. Obote over the weekends, he would invite. I used to talk to some of the mentees of Obote. Ngabaita wekolo in his home. Nibatula wansaba bana ba mutebiri barakana rugunda na barara, and he took them through governance. You get, which is now very hard over the typical NRM. Because this one came as a Pan-African, this one came as a Bushman. Those are two different ideologies. So UPC yongo jeko of course waliwo ebigwa bitalaze ngira kumbaga bitabula musiwufu mutabani we nagamba omutwenze nguwaddeyo muzeyi gufukirire ne kana akacupa obeko kyotekamu, and I reason that way. But those of you who had interacted with me, I was telling people nembagamba UPC would win Elango. I think it must have been some colleagues here or some other place. Nembagamba nti Nope could not win Iwa Edokoro. Yes. Reason being, abavubuka mwe bafoot soldier temuteera nnyo kwetaba by election. Naddala nnyo by election ngate ya mukazi. Are you getting the logic? By election it's a woman MP.
Abavubuka tetera kulonda.
Ekyokubiri FDC okulaba mafaabi ne power edokolo bali balaba Museveni nga just ayambadde bbulu. Conflicts za FDC could not enable FDC to get support.
Would it make a difference singa Kebi yali
it would literally make a difference, but still they wouldn't win.
Okay.
Because what's her name? Cecilia, the late, was not voted typically because she was FDC. She was voted typically because she was UPC.
Yes, by the way. Because she was UPC by the time she got that seat.
Purely. Bamulonda, not because of FDC, Kayamongeza Katintini, but Bamulonda because she was Akoka region, Akakantwa, Lango, as a sub-region. I can assure you it's a UPC thing. It achari mumuzimo go bote, nempe woze, zicha abali kubongo, it is very rare. Era Museveni just again, of course, but also at UPC eneriko, ne Museveni okwango era Museveni talina njawulo, era just kubanga kibasi.
Ne UPC zili bbiri.
Nati bebe nwabiro bitata, nwabiro bitate waka, ngolumo sange ekitwe kya red ngeno bus kyachi nga kya yellow. Kati awo kino ekyayitamu, okay UPC ne yayitamu. Era Museveni talina buzibu naye akola ki.
Ne kati tugambe mu politics ono kati yavudde ku nsonga z'okuba nti mwana wono, because normally
I think it's
sympathy votes zibadde zijjanga. Leero tezze.
It's a traffic waliwo olumu abantu bagamba nice kachi tugenda kufugibwa ono, because for me I didn't see that woman winning there.
The daughter of Cecilia.
Lwakuba FDC in my view era ina nayo kumala getabamu naye abakola bulanda oluwa in my view olw'obutabala bya bufuzi is Nope did not have any reason to contest there. You see, it shouldn't be a ritual thing, and because by election we must be there. That's what is killing Ugandan politics. That's why I am very happy with. I don't even know whether I doubt whether ANT had a candidate.
No, they didn't.
You see,
because it's not a matter of lack of capacity.
My dear, no. One candidate maybe is to ANT zina. Na yeba ANT yote gendera mu kinyumu. Kujigenderere. It's not just. It's not a do or die. Nekati mwe mwina kino ka esha katubalageko katugendeyo. Sometimes you have to sit down and say, but take out candidate tufuna muki. If this is there, okay, bandi gambe naye.
supporting
never what supporting and you keep quiet
because you know you don't have support, you don't have people there.
Structures.
District number, district we are talking about mitwalo ngaji jabantu district number nojamo bululu Luzaamu era watch kubi. You get like it exposes you to like and that shame and being exposed bubato taddeewo tebakutegeera mwakiringa omuntu w'amalibu bw'atamwenya totegeera mbona ine eddibu naye kasayagala okwetaba mu nseko kulaba amalibu. So enough here eringa omuntu w'amalibu eyasalawo okumwenya n'aseka n'ayasamira ddala bulujjane n'amalibu.
So that means there is a bit of selfishness otunulira politics yaffe.
That's what has been grounded in politics wa Uganda and Africa at large literally nti mululu kifiiriza kwete mangwala that it is not objective.
Okay.
That's what is killing some of your...
But then maybe lastly, as we leave this issue, how best do you think UPC can regain power if they actually wanted to? Because I think they do.
I doubt whether UPC is yet to take power soon. It will not, because they still have lots of... In fact, very few, if there is any political party on its own independently, I don't see any one political party in Uganda solely.
So that means it's not about political parties as we speak.
No, they will never be. Not in Uganda. Not in Uganda.
But it feels your people don't understand that. Bolwana now.
Abantu bamu basalawo okugaana okubitegeera. Naye olw'omuntu I call it intentional ignorance. Nti gwe osazeewo nosalawo kwesiriwaza n'ogaana bitegeera, but that's what is
because did you hear these people of Katonga? They are ideating about how about we start a new political party. And like with the political parties that we have, is the political party a tool that we need today? Have they even
could be because they don't have the same ideologies.
Yeah, for identity and ideology. But the challenge waiting.
But how do ideologies work in such a dispensation?
Alliances wano zetubadde nazo tezivuddeemu kyamakulu kiryawo previously. So I think people are skeptical about your alliances. Because for instance, I was listening to, I think, Honorable Namboze some time ago. Nagambe chamugano kuingira FDC. Mu FDC yagambanga one Uganda, one people. Nainga yagamba, I can't be a one Uganda, one people, and yet in Zinganzi zikiriza mu Uganda and federal. So what ideology FDC is like, okay, you still have your, you know, those so kubana byo no Uganda as an institution never, but what we are one Uganda, one people. Nenga baweta batya, could I call them monarchists? Yagamba, no, my dear, for us we are Baganda, for us we are Acholi, for us we are Langi, for us we are Banyachitara.
There is nothing like one Uganda.
Kasa unagamba wasikaza ideology yo. Then no sambo inagamba zingenda kusosowaza environment nebirala.
But there is no single country in Africa that has taken a leader amazobudde bungi muntebe through political parties. Have you seen them? Simulabyeko. Atekinze omuntu azze n'akyusa obuyinza ng'ayise mu political parties nga badde alumba omukulembeze amazeeko obudde obuwanvu we buti 40 years and you're talking about political parties?
I think it depends. Now what should unite people, it's H2 H2
nti common goal.
Common goal. Then we tunatuka itunese otinga. Naye wano mukugenda wano mukokola bungi buli mwagala asoke kafula kukugunda. Bachi touchline. Kati wanagamba tonsoka yo n'atamanyi n'amanyi n'owo mubiri omunene amayimbo ze bwensoka wonze n'osoka ku touchline bandabe kugamba oli mubika bampane kugamba mukokola bungi rather than saying you guys, you know, ediga kino kyosobola gwekwata eno ango gwe kino kyosobola gweyita wano sekivuddemu buli mukubako kamanyola ku kibasi katonda bakuyamba nojeyo ka balbu nodduka nako in form of bwa kansala bakuyamba nobako omanya katima komupiira wano okaja ngamba ekibasi kitudde nga sitanyi nkunyuddemu akatima ngwa NC3 obukanira ku ngombe wali no wachi ngamba kanji kwebale kandi bampulire munange enzize nawe then bwe kwata wano ku kidinise ebweru ng'ebitibo bikubanga mukijja then walone so that's what kati kyewunyisa kati gobere ni bano nogano kingiro kwako kyomanyulako nga ate bakola babubi bagamba mu kibasi muri nye bichi bimuveka gamba laba no kati katujjemo omukka kijja kusiba nga tugenda yige kijja kuyimirira. You get, so that's what is happening. Abali muri munda basazeyo kibukiro kwako bamanyulako fe batulabanga abatategira betukola abaleme decide eno okongera okwagala okiremeso okutambula kompletely.
Okay, ziri 15 ezibulayo okuwera sawa 3 ez'okumakya. Mr. Norman Tumuhimbise, tugendeko ku ba cabinet reshuffle ebaddewo empya. tulina abantu ababounces naddala abavubuka oba bewaliisa abavubuka bazzeeko mu cabinet empya tiyabadde bishafo y'amaanyi naye generally gw'ogirowoozaako kyenkyukakyuka za president zino gw'ozirabamu ki bannayuganda kye bayinza okuba nga tebalaba?
No, I think for me kisooka tulina okuyozaayoza abamu ku bavubuka
abafunye ebifo
no ababadde nga bagwa mu bifo kategeeze omuvubuka nga Moses ali you get
naye oyo si muvubuka simanyi na lwaki omukuddaali abo babita batya bankwatangabo
bano barayita ayogerera mu opposite
abo abavubuka abo bebasoosowazza okubasembeza mu maaso abavubuka nga Jeneti abakyala abawale embuuka maziba
era akwatidde ebendera abakyala
batyo bamateke mwebali abavubuka nga bakadaaga tumuvubuka nga kadaaga ente ebirowoozo bebalina eri ensi
abavubuka nga baliliana be
banyamutoro
oyagala kwewa ansa oba ombuliza nze kati ani akyayizza
just tukuyambako okumenya amannya
nga bo bambi ebirooto bya Uganda emyaka 4 mu maaso bibasula ku kifuba you get and then novaayo for me what ekinyiiza ennyo nga kikwasa n'ennyiike nga lwakusoberwa is the duplication of these ministries that you get a ministry of gender erimu ministers I think like 3 or 4 you get a ministry of health erimu nabo nga bana you get a ministry of education I think erimu nabo basatu or something
exactly
you get doing the same things naye ate nga I think mwezi guwedde or there about bali some bill mu parliament nga bagala to is it to rationalize or something
kye baliko kati rationalizing of government agencies
you get and you are not exemplary oyagala kugata bitongole bino ne ministries zo tetuzimanyi between me and you Edgar there are some people nga musobola okusikana ku function ng'ojjeko kwanti avuva mu kimotoka kya namba za red bagamba oli musobola gamba ate minister waaki bannange I have been on some talk shows with some people like so kale kati guli mtu waawa you get babimazeemu supu like it's no longer making news ndono minister and I wouldn't in fact I was even shocked when you weren't on the cabinet list is any Edgar anytime you can even be there because it's possible you get what happened in the morning ngino kusanga Farida mbate minister wa nsonga sina busoga yona jinja awo
nsonga z'abaana abawala
no oba ensonga advisor osimanga on a bridge issues you get
yeah this bridge at sibanteke
wachabazinga issue but like biliawo like there are so many and it loses meaning because which to affecting every minister you see there aina PA aina motoka aina mafuta aina some budget that money would be doing so many other things but ngeyonga tuvuddeyo it is to be okay not so much disappointed because kinali musubiramu mukulu Museveni nti aina abantu kati kyemmanyi gundi aina ndoza otafiri yakumugamba wano nkoyewo bampeeno you get those people nga bo
nga webasonga wabawa
otafiri udaye minister
so is Moses Ari
I think Moses Ari he will not just die minister Moses Ari will die a prime minister because pakti ya wije bakola bagamba fenga aba maddi obwa first deputy prime minister bwaffe nga of course it was part of the agreement jafuna nga mazuko omusango gwa treason yes nga mazuko jako omusango gwa treason I think it's 1992 or something eyo pakti yawe he would die a prime minister then waliwo bano bakoyisa just nga ki Soviet
ne badampe
papa se run away kati imagine I was telling I don't know who I was asking amubuuza naye nakiwala kiyingi mumulabako eyo gye mubeera
ntera mulaba bambi
that's a very good
express
that's a good one obambi nawe mwina kama kwa sene
kumusanga ku mipira ja express
that's a good
one obambi
kumusanga ku kisawe mipira ja express
nanga bakwa sene nakubambi era kati babambi they will be many
baba minister waba
muzeyi nga afuka muzeyi
you get abo babambi
kisawe nga tulaba mupira
babambi banja baha ono kansanyise Buganda bakansanyise Bunyoro ntera abo babambi bababu wenga bakuwayoko you get I am
so president waba alonda kinyumu alonda reward
no the beauty Mukulu Museveni what singira with the rest of the opposition people he's too calculative amanya buli muntu agenda kumuzanyira ki. Kati I can assure you Nabanja is likely to be a presidential advisor between 2026 and 2031. Nabanja cannot be a prime minister thereafter. Tasobola vice president leero mmeka leero 26 gwakusatu 2024. Most likely Muhoozi is going to be vice president between 2026 and 2031. So for me, reshuffle gye mwogeddeko, it's a mini transitional reshuffle. Buli omu ari positioned purposely to do something and also propel their thing of the Muhoozi thing 2026, 2027.
Ategekera mutabanyiwe.
Ya mutandikadde omutegekera naye nga mumwasalawo
okugaana okubitegeera
okwefuula abatagala biraba naye nga bali muteekateekera kuva dda balinga bamuteekateeka and it's a script. All of us are being played. It's a script. Era bwe weewuunya when you become surprised, I become surprised of you who is surprised. Nti kati buno bwa CD because precedents are there. Tandika ng'ogyeko, I think ng'ogyeko Jeno Muntu and other okay, by then they were not even CDF because it hadn't amended the law. Baberanga ba army commander.
Yes.
Kati ever since we began getting the CDF, era CDF yasooka yali Aronda, the first person to carry the title legally amutanga CDF. The chief of defense forces. The difference between the CDF and army commander was literally army commandship. You command the army. The CDF commands every person who holds a gun. Byanjawulo. All the defense forces, all the forces that are defensive and every force in the country.
So no akuma.
Never security.
They pay allegiance to the CDF. That's the difference. Mugisha Muntu was literally leading army, NRA, UPDF. Bana abazze
batwalira mu police security guards
era baba wakata banguko ngwaliwo ekyetaagisa oyo omusajja Muhoozi ne banne etteeka libakkiriza okukunga n'okuyita buli muntu akwate mundu yadde wa security ko yadde wa salasini yadde waaki okubayambako
every gunman
to do what? To suppress any appraisal. Are you getting? Kati awo amala okufuuka kati the first CDF was like I told you yali Aronda. Na Museveni namufuula minister wa internal affairs. Aaron Chiza as a young advocate then ye muntu omu bwati eyasooka okudduka mu constitutional court okublocking omusajja ono.
Aronda
okublocking Aronda okubeera minister because Aaron yalabira wala nti president ye mala okuyitamu kijja kuba tweziise era Aaron yakola ogugwe bannayuganda. By then ono musajja ono atambula ne files emisango Kavuma yali mu constitutional court. Now years later gamba tekina buzibu ne tuba nga tweziise nti kati bakujja mu ministry bakujja mu defense nga torita yayinze n'okufuula minister. So you play active politics.
Yes.
You get? Kati n'abalagako Aruna namuba minister n'akwata Katumba Wamala namuba minister. Kati who will be surprised bwakwata Muhoozi namuwa.
So kana mu IGP.
Are you getting the point? Era agenda kujja mu parliament as usual bamu approving because temwina president. Court, never pronounced itself, pro people mbuchino chiri unconstitutional. So tosobola kati kulopa Muhoozi nga bamulese mu parliament nga ni minister. Because presidents are already
chibaddewo si kipya. Toswagana mbadi. Abadde CDF no appointment.
Bona kuyita mujenje kuyenya mujenje kalu. So kati yawo in a reshuffle it's a mini transitional reshuffle to play around the politics. Because in countries that have reasonable people and sensible people, olunaku lwetwala barushafa bwetinga Muhoozi mwando gwa CDF kumanga gemanyi eyo mu West Africa eyo mu Bawarabu awagula mu Egypt, Tunisia, Algeria awe watu abana bandikedde kungu naga machi tumanyi natusa ku kino.
Yeah, and that's the
thing. No nakatana ko campaigninga kumawanga gategeera abantu bade biye kungudo naye wano Asia kwa kati ayina babalamu ayina basajja bakulu wanu badola babebuzibwako bebafudde ba political offlay nga bani ono we Masaka bamulanga kisempijja nga basinga okukomba ebigalo ogamba musajja walabine speaker to her and the rest For them, they believe in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Father wanagamba nti kati it is time for the Son.
So for me,
and I seek guidance from the Holy Spirit.
Uganda, in my view, we are in a country of everything fake. We have a fake government, fake speaker, fake CDF, fake minister, fake parliament, fake pastors, fake young people, fake parents, fake friends, fake children, because we're only about DNA, so we fake everything. The only few things we have that are original in this country. We have an original taxation policy, it's very original. We have an original human rights violation, that's very original. You get? And we have an original dynasty. The rest, fake everything.
Kati olowooza bannayuganda bwe bavaayo ke list efulumye muhozi bamuwadde obwa CDF baali buvuddeyo ne bakola ki?
Tutandikirawo kuba akadde katutuuse Faida ku kibuuzo kyennyini kyabuuziza bannayuganda tukole ki? Because the fact is
alonze mutabanyi.
I think he has everything. He's a full general, he has practiced, he has commanded air forces, he has commanded land forces, he has done SFC. That is your information. Let's go for a short commercial. When we come back, tugenda kutandika kusonga ya Farida. Tulene ensonga ya Bachwezi. It feels like the new CDF has always talked about the Bachwezi.
Yeah, the Bachwezi
defining
dynasty.
himself as Bachwezi. Are we seeing a reincarnation of the Bachwezi dynasty? Let's go for a short commercial break.
The Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.
Hi, Rogers. Can I ask you something?
Shoot.
What does corruption mean?
Well, summarily, corruption is abuse of public power for personal gain or for the benefit of a group to which one owes allegiance. For example, when a public office is abused by an official accepting or soliciting a bribe. By the way, private people can be corrupt too, like bribing police officers to escape fines.
Okay. So exactly how does that concern me?
Well, do you pay taxes?
I guess, yeah. What does that have to do with this?
Everything. Because those taxes you pay are supposed to facilitate services you use, like water, electricity, roads construction, medicines in hospitals, name it.
Okay, that is much bigger than I thought. But it can be stopped, right?
Well, yes, it can, although it may not be as easy as it sounds. And here is the reason why. Corruption roots are grounded in our country's social, political, economic, bureaucratic traditions and policies.
So, what has kept it going this long? I mean, why don't we stop it?
Well, the main reason why it has been here for so long is because institutions are weak, either as a result of poorly defined ethical standards of public service, weak administrative and financial systems, or ineffective watchdog agencies.
What can we do to stop it?
At a national level, we must focus on strengthening the independence and effectiveness of public institutions that fight corruption. At a personal level, we must commit to never giving a bribe.
I promise I'll never give a bribe.
Well, that's a great decision you have made. Me and you now have to spread this message to all our friends. If we all do our part, corruption will be no more.
This message is brought to you by Alternative Digital.
The Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.
Tukolikeyo mukumulamko tuli mu kitondo kyaffe ekyokubiri program The Mighty Drive. I am Farida Bikobere nino omukulu Edgar Matthew Karuhanga ate n'omugenyi waffe ow'olunaku lwa leero Mr. Norman Tumuhimbise is an author. He's the national coordinator, the Alternative Social Movement, and he's the ED, the Alternative Digitalk. Oba Digitalk TV ekikwanguyira so tuli mu kutunuulira nsonga za byabufuzi waneno mu Uganda. Kati we tugendedde mukumulamko twadde twebuuza twazo fa abamu kufe twebaka nga twali kigenda mu maaso itwaze no mode ne tuzuukuka ng'omusajja bamulonze nga CDF. Kakati fe nga banna Uganda, what do you expect of us? Twali badde tukeera kukola ki?
Ekisooka kuva mu kubongoota bambi mubongoota. Have you seen, back in the days nga tukyali mu high school babiranga abaana nga ine engeri gyabongoota n'avamu n'amalusu bazira bitangeregeze n'abiwuuta bwati when you shake them for prep.
Mama wange yanyumiza mbu waliyo obulwadde bwe bayitanga emmongoota.
Most of Ugandans kati basalawo balinga babongoota.
Sleeping sickness.
That's sleeping sickness. So I think in my view, and it is intentional, because you see Edgar and Farida n'abatulaba omuntu atanafuna ekyeggulo nga ne mu kinoonya zino essaawa naye bw'avaawo ng'akyakinoonya n'agenda ew'omusumba, omusumba n'amugamba goba sitaani. You get ekikolimo ky'obwavu kyewammwe. You get naye ate amala okugamba ekikolimo ky'obwavu kyewammwe n'agamba nze nnoonya wabeeka mpa miliyoni 7 awo ez'amangu ba $3 n'ebirala. And you gladly, I mean, you are abusing someone who's, I don't know how I can even express this. So, like, you are not considerate. You get? And you are insensitive over this person that you are abusing. You are abusing someone whose spirituality and conscience and faith. Ye Katonda oyo, tuma bapasita bano sente nga tanzituma basiraamu. Ye afaanana atya? I have not seen a Muslim, honestly speaking, telling you to give in money. You get? Have you seen one Muslim agamba? I have not seen one Muslim in this country nga ina motoka eriko praise Allah. Sijira bango. Obanga eriko what is the number plate ngeri personalized. Simumanyi yo shake, to be honest.
Oh, that's true.
Do you get it? Sinalaba mu 7th day ayina motoka ngeri number plate ngeri ko. You get?
Abalokole bategeera nnyo ndowooza Katonda singa amadini.
Obanga tezwategeera Katonda ayina abaana bangi nga ne pastor bano baana be nga bo bamanyi nnyo Katonda eggulu balitegeera. Of course not all of them.
But I think it is the hopelessness ekiri mu.
This is what I'm telling you. Nti Ugandans tuteeko like ng'omwami mu byagamba twebeereremu. Edgar, if you can't question your political party leader, you are dull. If you can't question your parent, because even there are some things that your parent will tell you, well, for sure. Katonda lwaki atuwa buli omu omutwe ogugwe kubaako kiweerowooleza. You can question the message, question Muntu, question Museveni, question who, within also the same consciousness, come and question your pastors. Question your mutabulik, your sheikh and the rest. You get? If you cannot question that, you are as good as a dead body. So Ugandans ought to question everything. Don't simply question Museveni, Muhoozi, nabala. Question buli muntu akuli okumpi. Gona akusaba kamubuzi. Determination gye muyina okusaba abantu sente. Namwe determination gye muyina okuzinoonya okuziwaayo. Edgar singa kucha kumacha ngaba buli Sunday. Tusonda miliyoni 7 za kuteeka ko factory in our community. Ne bayisonda. Do you know how many factories we would have in this society, in this community, in this country? You get? So for me, banna Uganda bave mu kubongoota n'okukomba bino ebirusu bino nga bamaze okuzukusa no you get, because this country mugenda lirekera abaana bammwe tolamba nno waliwo abanoonya ekyeggulo tujja kubeera mu ggwanga nga waliwo anoonya ekyeggulo ekya last week. You get?
What do you expect of someone who didn't have supper? Akere ku macha talina n'amaanyi agalwanyi akera kunoonya kyakulya asaba kujja kulwanyisa gavumenti nanenjala emuluma
tuleme mu kyakulwanyisa gavumenti kino kyakwenunula nga mmwe nti Edgar singa mbanku sinengamba tutwala petition ku parliament peacefully. Can people join? For instance, there is this you for us to get evidence. UPDF sometime in 2020, I can't get the facts here because it might take us time. 2022. Bakwata Ferdinand. 2021 where they about.
Yeah, it was 2021.
2021. ne bamukwatira ku Kampala
Entebbe Road
nga musajja wattu yali yeekalakaasa ng'aswanyuula akagologoosi akali mu kifo keefaananyiriza Museveni. Bamutwala ku CPS SFC n'emununayo yoga Makindye General Court Martial. Ne barimandinga omuvubuka oyo for one full year. Mujjukira ng'emisango bano bakatwewungu gye bamuteekako egiri mu this court bail, mbuno yali ayambadde ebyambalo by'amagye n'obukoofiira. Ng'era bwe kiri ne ku baana ba Nuupu abakyavundirawa Mugabe Freeman, is it Freeman or something? Some Mugabe kati General Court Martial chairperson. Mu bwongo bwe ne banne bakyaframinga baana abacha nga Ferdinand n'abalala. Naye mu kyasinze nze azanidi bye kyasinze okunyiiza. Ferdinand has been awakamera mu majisoro kuzuminga. Abadde nga reportinga mu kooti kuba 220 zino zonna signature zaaki
za court
teri hearing teri iki zino zonna stamps zaaki za UPDF for myaka emeka eno page bwe yajjula
3 years now
ne bongere endala you get boy ogwabwe signinga bwe bamukomyawo wano bwe wajjula kati batandise page endala yino
esembayo
era bwe najjula nga bastepolingako olala. So do you think this country is led by sane people? Tomuwozesezza wamuwaayiriza n'omusiba omwaka mulamba ng'alina family abaana ba Nuupu balaba bakyavundiraawo, and this man with his big belly comes saluting Eziruma, the chairman Court Martial and the rest. Are you human? Does your head work that Edgar bw'oba kubira obugombe n'ova ku Makindye barracks nga prosecutor oba nga chairman Court Martial nodde waka your kid n'akwaniriza ngamba welcome back daddy, you hug them. Are you conscious that there are those people who the same Makindye mu court nga abaana baabwe they have missed their parents since 2020? Do you reason? You say omuteekamu n'obusungu gwe bodde wakali totegeera nnyo katukkirize totegeera
ekifaananyi kya Lutalo Ferdinand
he is there
because it was on record
emisana tuku you get
tewali kabereti kunako
you get emisana tuku n'omujjaawo n'omutwala mu General Court Martial n'omuremandinga omwaka ekitali n'avaayo kibeero kikino kyatambula si yekka abaana ba Nuupu kati gwe niwe kubuuliza gwe bodde ewaka abaana bo ne mukyalawo n'akwaniriza n'obeera mu shawa munnange balina zijakuzi bofuwa oluwa biki bofuwa oluwa twatera embundu. Is your head working? Wakuletea fruits gamba isi omwana nedda omwana bw'afootola ki blue band bakiteekamu bati olugalo bwakikomba gamba dada I don't feel like blue band ape ku jam. You get? That's your head work? Because they are typical criminals in this country who ought to be in these courts. Babye mabati bagatadde ku mbuzi, you have read them as ministers.
Baba kubye
ate bameka rugolobi mugobe Prime Minister yali mutegava nga ngakafutuka gaduka emisindi wa finance yagamu yegalaba nga gafa mugulunga kya magero nagamba yi ayamba ayebe na banshit
no yagamba yagesanga wakaidaze no gamba
okibayi mu Uganda muri mama batagali vacho gatambula emisindi abategakuba na ruwali okasanga mu diro okasanga mu compound mukama gabudde you get and you are detaining unconstitutionally abaana ba Nuupu n'abalala ekigo n'awalala those ladies those young girls bakwasa n'ennaku you get neno tabana kisanenga musajja gwe oyina abaana tomanyi government eno bweyiika gwa bana abeera batya. You see there are some waliwo n'empalana gye tweteeka mu ffe nga ffe n'ogamba nze sazeewo kuwalana oba kusaawo mpalana n'osiba kati bakola kibi kyekyo kweke babawadde batubisonyiwe kale basonyiwe you get because kwa kubonerera bakoze eki
abakayihura babasonyiwa ba Nixon agasirwe
no sonyiwa kayihura no sonyiwa agasirwe no sonyiwa no mulalo no mu yayewe ewa erubaga kitata something you remember
yabdala kitata
you get
boda
yes aho bonna kati bo bambi bana aba Nuupu ne political activists bo babi nnyo you get bo babi nnyo okusinga kitata babi nnyo okusinga agasirwe n'abalala. Does your head work? Sometimes maybe it should be constitutionally, a constitutional requirement. And think that one abantu wewe basoke bakebene ku bwongo. You get? Because Edgar, do you know how it feels? Okubanga omuntu, because you see, echetera omuntu okubanga oli leader, kubako common sense, a sixth sense. You read the facts of the case. But yabanga nali ku TV linda baluta Ferdinand. You get? When I come, facts, but wait a second. I remember reading about this man, Mumawuriri. Is it this trumped up charges, excuse me, prosecutor? I can be so harsh on you for framing someone. You get? Even from the chairperson of the General Court Marshal, they know Bunaba are framed.
Where is the soul of the
you
country?
Get?
Where is that soul of the country that no Gwanga first? Because we know the truth, but we continue to add.
Nti gwe okwata omutwe gwo noyambala nodako pips wano gwa general bakuba salute allowance back in the day everywhere they would sit nga buli member wa ngojeko chairman at least buli member banabera ku general court marshal eyo committee nga buli mwafuna million every sitting back I think like 8 years ago because I used to be there following up my father's case back in the days nzakatafuna million ngasa to all there about kati gwe nga gwe birowoozo byo bya kusayinga kano ka allowance. You get? Never to be fair. You know how the raid took place here.
Yes.
The case took 1 full year, and not one single person from the prosecution ever stepped in marking your court.
Yes.
But do you know what we went through?
We're not going to reporting.
You get? Kati gwobo gwagwa okutusa kwecho nga gutagala kulowooza kale weekake. Yimeshika mbaga so chikole ngata genderedde olowooze. Kale munagere nange surprise ndowooze zaako. Kizo so possible so chikaka. These things, some of them, obikaka ngamba munagere saza kusirwa ne kikakete
ne wekaka
nolowooza.
Today your point. Buzibu ki oli wa kwata muhozi.
This is the point Edgar nabatulaba. Nti tuli mu survival mode munanga tekinanyize jembe kuru. Appointment yange.
Aina abilities zonna, aina kyowaligambe credentials zonna ezimukkiriza okubeera CDF. Munna Uganda, munna
very good. Kyekino Edgar kyekino. By the way, teri muntu yandiganye mwami oyo. Omanyi olumu n'erinnya lye linkalubi ekyo lyogera. Kubanga asagala mu mileage. Nti omwami oyo taata we. You get? When we are growing up, abakwera mu families abaavu twaliranga ku lujjuliro wamu. Naye nga maama wo ng'olumu tannakugamba. Bw'oba olya ne baganda baabato ogamba ebyo byokulya eka tubisigira ogw'omuto. Ng'ebimu obyerekereza. Ngira nengeri gyolumba mu wali akatogo olina okukendeza ku speed because golime tojja mangu naye omwana wakuwoleza era soka n'omuwoleza n'omwaka ekitole. You get? Kati ng'ebimu byakwerekereza osobola okwerekereza. It takes personal consciousness. Nogamba munange kanerekereza kati you tell your father nogamba you see sir dad how will the country interpret us? N'oyo omukazi oyo omukadde namukadde wa kuno Minister of Education ogamba hona shimbaza konde abataka gwe akagwa kama yes because what is it that you are not getting as in a capacity of a first lady that you want to get as a Minister of Education? What is it that you're not getting as the first son? Go you do business, transact. You get? So if you both of you are conscious, you say dad to swadde ngera bwe kifaanana wali otwalyanga n'abaana ku lujjuliro lumu gwe noyagala onyiga emibumbo gyo because gweolina ka freezer mu kamwa noyagala omiremire nga mama wakubako. And that's how some of us were brought up. Nogamba kiyitiridde baana ndaba batya. So tetuganye yes ak'obuntu tetuganye he qualifies. Kyo tetukiganye. Set a respiribus of course holding other factors constant. Naye ate gutulaba bobeera mu kimotoka ekyo nga bakutwala mu bugo ntugamba naye for sure tubadde ku bantu bano.
What do you think makes President Museveni choose those leaders?
Because he's afraid. No, this is
you've said the first lady is in the Ministry of Education. The first son is a CDF.
The in-law is in the exports. Managing economy
and everything.
Nti kali akenso kinagambye kati ekizibu ky'abantu bano guno omululu n'omulugube gubaleetera okwagala okwongerayo dynasty. Those who manage this world have agents. nti ye mukulu Museveni ayagala nnyo nga afudde ng'omwoyo gwe gwetooloola mu Uganda muno nga gulaba Muhoozi ye president era ne Muhoozi naye bw'aliba nga afudde nga naye akatabanike you get so bwe kityo ng'era byatandika mu North Korea ate bitandika bityo ng'ebyolusaago ogenda okulaba nga waziyo nompala embaaya ng'agyeta yonna yonna kwonona material sibu nga naye abakulembedde ani ono Kim Jong-un you get bitandika between me and you ogenda kulaba ne Kagame wano Ivan Kagame naye cadet officer is already there yakuma taata we takuma taata we akuuma kintu kyabwe you get so bitandika so for me kufuna mukamuntu and okay byonna byononese biganye waliwo families ezikulembedde ensi zaabwe naye ate ensi zaabwe nezikola ki genda mbawalabu you get naye wano bo newankubadde nga be balimu ate beyongera kutubbalako kutwono like kutufula ng'ebitagasa nagambye wano what is original here is the dynasty Musolo and other few things the rest everything is
you mentioned a dynasty twawulirangako twakula as a historian omanyi they believed they used to be people called the Bachwezi who had a dynasty and some say disappeared but then when you critically look at it Muhoozi has always been linking to this word ukitegeeza kiri mu Uganda utwogera ku Bachwezi ate nga ne Muhoozi naye ali in that line ata bulijja ayogera mbu they are the last Bachwezi things like that first relate it to make sense to us
no of course lwakuba olumu ebigambo by'Oluganda bisawundinga ng'ebivoola but one would say we would excuse his ignorance nti ojja kumusomera obutamanya bwe ne banne what is factual is that if you follow the books the choice was there ngera Lubaali wano mu Buganda n'abalala literally the westerners the batembuzi bali banyakitala those who use that language there believed in the Chwezi nga their spirits and the fathers of gods which you may not want to dive into because that's a cultural and a traditional thing for them but abusing it and want to claim mugogo basindisa ate kyabugwagwa you get ngero omuntu
abalimbyewa
nanti kyenkugambya no kyekino
otunulamu omuntu akukulembere n'akusustaining emyaka 4 ngate naye ali in line okudda mu bukulembeze ate nga n'abantu bakulembera bonna basirise bali okay
gokimanyi batulimbangako mbunna akakaso kalimu omusambwa naye kikutuula mu mutendo olabambu omusambwa we guli ng'era bwe oyitawo olaba ekintu ekyeru
negwabeerangawo si kulimba naye
kati nammwe baki bataddemu and I can authoritatively say any madness and abuse of power n'ebirala by Museveni and his clique is not a Bachwezi orientation. It's a personal decision to be reckless, to be careless, to abuse power purposely mwe kutwala buyinza rather kukwemiza mu buyinza reason being olw'okuba nti ebintu bye bafunye tebabifunye mu mikono mituufu tebaagala bibaveemuko
nga tuva ku nsonga eyo tuyingire ensonga ya parliament olowooza Muhoozi nga CDF ajja kuprotectinga human rights kubanga human rights wano zibadde violated by those people abakwasi b'emondo
bwe tugendera ku president za Kakwenza nga byagamba ngagamba bamusabula Muhoozi yabeera ngaawo ye bw'agamba that's what he says
nga supervising
the good thing about such a story why we can believe a bit of it is because we saw the entire process of what happened so liwa kugamba nti Muhoozi ali linked to my torturing you may accept because before kwebyaliwo ebigambo byagamba Muhoozi time yaliwo okumukwata everything was documented really
I have undisputable information nti Muhoozi yalinyakoko Somalia abaana bamwe baganda omusalutinga gagamba hii ni jeno ya chenyeji this is a fake jeno no basiba up to now some of them are still in incarceration so the levels of intolerance in that young man is he young okay in that man
he's a young man
no he's what he's born in 74 he's making 50 this year.
Okay a young adult
50 years you are not young 50 okay. years no
the levels of intolerance in him maybe because he wants presidents maybe he may you never know you see people change it's also possible noga munai omaina amalala bano babunansiko nga bakajja buladi tebaali bangu naye olumu ogenda okukola gamba bino byansi you never know maybe if he does tujja kumwebaza tugambe munange okikoze nga atagenderedde naye era weebale if he does kale bwoba bikigaana naye tumusaba bambi yekake under his commandship as a CDF to be exemplary. I think for me Uganda has had in my view not as so of course not he doesn't take that 100% but Katumba Wamala was I think one of the best CDFs in this country. That's why even when Erweru, the excited Erweru attacked Kasesa era punishment months later gamba vaako katufuka state minister you get yabyewala kazini those days the world was so much era surprisingly ejja lyakolanga ku by then nga commandship ebisinga n'okutulugunya abantu ebisinga emu byavanga directly from CMI directly ne sejusa those days nga ali mu intelligence agencies ebiseera ebyo you get ye kazini yali nnyo mukulu wa mundu nga yena amajenga bamwagala line eyo so buli omu alina byaleese ne byataleese so to say this gentleman let us give him a benefit of doubt
tulabe bwana atambuze
ate tuliwo temuntu yite mujja
waliwo akaaliwo emabega kawo president wa extending amaanyi ge ogawa office of the CDF by then badi abadde alimu wayiseewo ndowooza omwezi nga gumu kinene nnyo mwozi n'akwata that particular office.
Yeah, we talked about it some time ago. There's some senior leader I told him this thing has to be challenged as soon as possible. We see initially CDF batasikiriza na kutambuza yadde akakokolo k'amagye from this point to that point.
You cannot move even a lorry.
You get even the smallest group of an army is a section, but it's a section also. Yeah, it's a section. Babera 12.
It's a unit.
Naye bw'omala okuwoono because literally ng'omusajja nga bw'olaba speaking ayogera nga abiwaayo CDF can literally execute even executive orders.
Yes, that's the thing. He's like a president.
So
he has the power of the president.
I will not be surprised because you see, it is also possible Museveni can sleep nazuka nga ali muggulu. It is possible. This is life.
Yes.
And after that has happened, if it's a worst case scenario, this young adult in the names of Muhoozi, I wouldn't be surprised if he executes a palace school. Palace school down in Murangiri bechi yenga muambe government yerere nga Mr. State House
bere Gabon.
Yes, ne mugamba katika few edigo kola banga ziri sawa mwenda ezemisana mu town bakube ku nyama you be home. It is possible. If that is what can protect the dynasty, they can do it. They can do it because
isn't that going down with the
in 2008 Katonda nyabanga and slightly close to some people in power. Slightly close. Back then, awantu awamu nga wendi nno bag encouraging abaana from their regions mbagene mu police ku kadeti.
Yes.
Nga bagamba back then mbu ababaana babeetaaga okujja okola. In fact for me I was slightly young nga si wanyo attention to politics and the rest. Nga bagamba bagala 10 or so years from then babenga buli DPC oba commissioners abanene nga wonna Bava sides ezimu. It has worked. I did not know then. In fact, omwana omu mu meeting when nali one on one ng'omwana ono bamuforcinga ayingire mu police. He was a graduate nagamba I don't want bagamba you must go there. Kumpaka nga bamusindika kuki? Mu police ku cadet. That boy then now is a commissioner. He's somewhere. I want to protect his office. There are so many. Kati ababaana baba recruiting ne baba teekamu ekintu kino kyaffe era mu military every morning every 7 a.m. babeera ne parade every day to indoctrinate them to serve a specific individual. That is why if we move together, every DPC's office in this country has a Museveni and there is a son.
Even the old people.
You wonder why would someone with his son, his photo, be in someone's office? Niye bagamba okukwala arugeho nahaza hoga.
Atugende ku nsonga ya Parliament nga tetunnagiyingira tusooke tufune akavidiyo ak'emabega ndowooza myaka nga 8
twalika ataakulaba
naffe twakikuba tusooke tukomewo ku nsonga ezo nabo bazibiratinga
nyumirwa oluyimba luno naffe twaliwo mu gyenkaaga.
This was the scene last week when the two animals painted in bright yellow were sneaked into Parliament's parking lot. The youth who brought them in were protesting against corruption in Parliament. They were arrested and charged with criminal trespass and conspiracy to commit an offence before being taken to Luzaamu prison. But yesterday, MP Hanifa Kawoya told NTV that the piglets were being kept in her office.
They reallocated these pigs to my office, the office of the Honorable Member Hanifa Kawoya, well knowing that that office is occupied by me and I'm a Muslim.
Earlier on, police told NTV that the animals were taken to the government laboratory for testing to determine whether they were real animals. Today, the Kampala Metropolitan Police Commander Andrew Felix Kawesi told NTV that the pigs will be sold off and the proceeds will be used as exhibits in court.
And the proceeds of the sale will be tendered in court as exhibits. I think they are still strong to live up to Monday when they will be sold. The ones who will buy it will see how to take care of them.
On the issue of MP Hanifa Kawoya's complaint, Kawesi said the piglets were being looked after in a space near and not in her office.
That court allows. And this is because we do not have any farm that we would keep them and then tender them in court when they are necessary.
For now, the pigs have been moved to one of the police barracks in Kampala. For research of NTV.
MPs corruption naye era corruption akyali mu Parliament. Abantu begabanya omusimbi, abaana bali mu kutwala ssente mpitirivu, abamu ebakuba bannaabwe babafulumye, they murder you politically. Omuntu akumadaringa okukulemerako okufiirako. Njagala relating this
n'abajja ne baba defending.
And that was coming out to defend. I saw people attacking Semujumbu. Semuju teyabadde mulambulukufu ku nsonga ya Parliament eno ne ssente zaayo ku nsonga kale gye tubaddeko ya Parliament exhibition no musimbi oguli mu kutokomoka side eyo.
Byampuna ngwa omwana afananye neiba.
Because ko defending anti
tebikyukanga Katonda fe abamu ku fe abantandike ne church twali bannabbi. Kuvadda njagala ombuulire omululu ogwaliwo ebiseera ebyo in fact gumultiplyinze bweba thermometer katika yino mu red temperature ebe yambusenge weddeyo. You get? Kati fetwa bagamba those days tubagamba that house is full of people who are as greedy, selfish, with whom it may concern attitude as pigs. It is a simple description. In a summary, you just get one animal, put it there, you say one pig equals to Parliament. That's the formula. But what is too hurting is that Ugandans also keep on watching. And there, Parliament. No, funa omudidi go omwechibere bamwe effort boyije omwana kitire orozire enyumba yejaba zimbe bajiwana we bakususuta
nenga bakimanyi yazibye.
You get?
Ate we bakukwata ne bajere bagamba omwana waffe lwaki mu muri budi lwaki omwana
waffe wala baba bati temutuleke wala baba bati kugundi kukodi. So eyo culture je tuziyimbye egenda kutuhontinga ne myoyo jaffe n'abaana baffe. Twetaaga okwekuba mu mutima ogambe naye kyekindi twatagendekiddeko I think in the previous hour tugamba obeera mukali akobo tunagamba naye for sure
kino kyenkola
kiyitiridde because you see Edgar, you can still survive in this country. By the way, do you know you can still get 10 million and survive? Because look at all of these thieves in Parliament. What waveyo mwatulage muzenga sinajja wano I was a business monger, I was rich. Very few of them. I think I know Dr. Drito. He was a rich guy, and very few of others.
Francis is also got family by name bizarre.
You get? Na ye mwe mutubuulire nate buno obusente bwa nze buno temumbulira naye nno musitimbe gwange buli muntu azzaawo abasinga tubamanyi nti babadde ate abamu babadde batusinga n'okubeera obubi. You get? Kati gwe excitement olaba babeerangawo ng'osula mu double room. Kale bw'ofuna ebisenge ebina lwaki twala eyo. You get? Naye kati obuzibu bwa kuno, and it's also it's script of wanting more and more and more, even what you're not going to use.
Nibitagenda kukozesa mululu.
Neguyitawo kati waliwo mululu n'omulugube n'obuluvu. Kati bo bano baluvu tebakyali just bamululu baluvu. Nti you can still kati imagine okubanga nemukwane constitution nemwewane sebo n'akawaayo nti mwe omudidi gwammwe munagwesalirawo it is the only institution in this country that decides zebanewa
they are the people
so to say there is a lot exhibition of course semuju simanyi nze biba mwagaza okubako byakola naye nze in my view has done something. He may not be as perfect 100%, but he's one person that has exposed that thing called the house. From breaking for us, nti Museveni ayambala ekisaati kya sente bweziti, vesti ye ya bweziti buli lunaku bamugo kimanga because you get he has helped. In fact, in my view, by the way, if you did not know, Semuju yasobola called exhibition at that parliament and the expenditure. If you may agree with me. You remember obugunde obwavanga yoddanga ne basfire n'abalanga pepetandika mujjukira. Yasoka for tuyambako tugamba nti people tuli kuki. Naye tulinamu ba MP to be honest with you. So as long as chemanyi there are some MPs nga bo bweba programming bamanye eddoboozi lya Anita n'eddoboozi lya Tayewa. Nga ne babiraka those the eyes have it nga bo bakimanyi ne babanga alinga asaagamu bagambirawo nga tebalina kye baali basomine ku budget lines zino. Do you know for instance that etteeka lya age limit balikomyawo? Do you know that there are very few who know? No, term limit.
Yes.
Nti kulw'omululu gwa mukulu Museveni nga tagala waveeyo omulala omugezigezi akankabula Uganda emyaka 4 nagamba kano mukamyumi oli nagikomyawo.
Yes, because kati ekisanja kye kino kyekisembayo kino.
Very good. Kati era zinalinga neewunya abantu bagamba abali basuubira mu Museveni agenda kwekera mutabani we. Nakamba guys, Museveni alina emyaka gyegi. Okay, jakkirizibwa okwesimbawo. Nga ku mululu gwe tasobola kate kukwata kano kasanja kubanga with the disorganization amongst us nga opposition n'abalala tasobola kukwata kano kasanja kamulimu ngalo nako n'akawaayo. So bwamala okakankabula obulungi n'akakulozinga up to 2031 awo kati ababa bawumudde bukungu nga nkuyege ku ggi. You get? But there are very few MPs abamanyi even this was brought back the kisanja.
Nenga be bakiisa.
They say the eyes have it. In any case, it's not even a hard word to say. No way, they would say the eyes have it. And that's the level of ignorance amongst our MPs that they do not read. These bills,
in fact,
the same people in that house do not even know, very few of them know, but we are still under the movement system. It is still catered for in the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda.
Do you even know that we have a high command that has permanent members?
You get? That's how this country has gone to the dogs. But that should be changed. It has gone to the pigs. You say dog is literally fair. So this country has gone to the pigs, not to the dogs, because of what is happening in this country.
But how best can Parliament be?
That you be in a country, the number one citizen, yeita first citizen. Na abera wantu amunga launching eddwaliro erimu eryase kinoomu. Na gamba yitala bankate muntu akola bya magiro nga mukazi oyo.
Mwagala mukuba mwabakola ne ba foreigners.
You get? Kati ne weewuunya.
Mwina ideologies.
Signatures, okay, if it is true, because as a lawyer I want to use this very good language. If it is true, signatures no transactions is aliwo nga bikyali bwekityo. Sinala ko signature yo Obama, sinala ko signature ya Trump. Kwanga yaga bafurina sinala ko wala bakeri yali omuzungu.
No abazungu abagala okukubanita.
Mbusaini nga zino sente. Ngomuzungu
ne sente zize semateeka webezi mwade wala obuzibuki. Nti semateeka agambye buli lunaku nga speaker of parliament allowance yo ya $5,000 eza $.
No yimirirawo.
Ya MP ya Luzaamu. So semateeka we ya mwensi.
No yimirirawo. No gamba ateke tutaba nko mugezi. Amutenda. But to be honest with you, the Museveni, I know that the Museveni I have really mastered. He knows with that woman there, I na constituency I na abantu. Kati bo abagamba kibanyumira. You get?
He's a politician.
He's a politician. In fact, a typical one for that matter. Which in my view, if that woman is lucky, ajja kusiita n'okufuuka speaker. If she is
omulala omulundi omulala.
No, okuddako. Bw'atabeera lucky.
But it feels like she's going to be a straw in the park for her.
You will be shocked.
Parliament yonna agirina lukumbi.
You will be shocked. Nga bamukubinga kadaaga kumwogoloza. I am here. We shall come back here to tell that tale. Nga ate ba promoting nze tayebwa.
Kate president adamuwana.
Omanyiri gyawananga kadaaga. Museveni yali afudde musoga ngayinza okugamba alinayo n'amakanga gy'abeera. But you know, he will always, if there is one person, some person nga tannafa yagamba nga akyali mu opposition naye nga of course nga tannafa yagamba Museveni bw'akubuuza n'akuwa handshake. Immediately after ng'omukono gugyemu count your fingers and be sure are they still 5.
Ayinza okukola
Museveni ayinza n'okuggyako akagalo that was sebagala. Naye bamutwala ddala yenna tebatwala akagalo kokka.
Ku nsonga eno eya parliament exhibition erina abantu b'enokoddeyo ng'ate balina offices ennenemu okugeza nga Mpuuga naye eyo wagyogerako okwo tebijjagireta naye waliwo eya Ssennyonyi.
I think for me, it's we have a principle in equity. He who comes for justice
should come with clean hands.
And he's a lawyer, I know, and the rest. Obuzibuze bwefunamu nti yakiddamu kikeerezi okuddamu bino yabiddamu kikeerezi because if you have to assess requisition ye and approved because ennaku ezasabibwa singa yali intention okay let us assume yali alina kumala ennaku 4 5 wabawo ekikyuka yandibadde miitire eno accountability n'okugamba nno ennaku zino yali abala zino most likely singa yakikola eddenga yakakomawo wano yandadde kyanjawulo naye bw'olinda ne basooka bafuuwa vuvuzera ngakuba enduulu kyanjawulo
olaba ssente bwe yazuzizaayo it's the time frame abantu we baategeeredde
kiba kyanjawulo. So I think for me this country has gone to the pigs.
But a requisition elaga nti esente gwo oba wazisaba. I request for this amount of money for these days. Ate lwaki oba ovaayo n'ogamba muze sente baazimpa for nakuta naye nga wazisaba because a requisition is a request.
Bonembaga baziteme kwa account yange ne bagaana.
It's a two-way traffic. Unless my friend Ssennyonyi wants to say that document was forged.
And
which he has not said.
You get it. If the requisition negative wanga forged tuba twetagira requisition eryo
entuufu erete
kitandabakyogerako mbona eri forged.
But nayo kirala bambi not Ssennyonyi yekka mwenna batwala amanyi a house si nyumba when enyumba bwevaamu amadinisa nebako akasolya kifuuka kiyumba. So ekyo ekiyumba do you know nti ennyonyi MP asobola okutuula mu class endala ey'abantu ababulijjo era natuuka gy'alaga bw'aba naddala nnyo ng'afa era eggwanga lye. But do you know those guys when they are living in the country batuula mu business class?
That's true. They fly business.
Which is more or less double of the money. So this country, like I said, has gone to the pigs. It has left the dogs, now it has gone to the pigs. Edgar, bw'obanga olumirirwa ensi yo, do you know how much money you will have saved singa ogisanga policy n'ogamba buli MP minister ne mukungu yenna wa government atambulirenga mu economy you know how much money you would have saved?
Oba yesasulirenga flight ezo.
In any case, obayaga.
Oba soze
because by no
ngabwe kiri wakagambe mbo go sort of tumya mpengo ni ya million mpengo na million 8.
Yes.
Government ejja kweyimirira bajikwe ku loan. You get? But we are in a country. Those days wakati kadaga tukabambe na myumyulamu. Twagendanga mu kalulu ne bakuwangula no wangula ne bakuwa motoka. Mwaberewo by election ne bakujjayo. Farida ko didem begiri na yini bamwa motoka. Nawe jiwali nayo batajikusaba.
Ngayo.
Kadaga nagamba wait a second. Kati policy erinti bakuwa motoka nga court if they challenge you in court. Akasente kakamotoka kabera ko hold. Some of the basics of bulungi kadaga batolekera mu Parliamentary. You get? Back in the days, my God. Nga gukasaba kuteka nga bakwa motoka yo ono mujjayo no bamwa no yosanga government eguze motoka 2
mu constituency. But let me ask you no man ekintu ekiriwo because we tunulamu ekyo kyoyogeddeko ekigenda maaso mu ggwanga Senyonyi this inefficiency y'abaana abantu n'obulyake oba kyewalise fraudulentalism basaga kita corruption siri sure wokitunulamu the grand scheme of things really Kyagulanyi agezezaako okujja ayogere ku bana abantu naye ate waayogera ku bantu abagezezaako okwetaba mu bulyake n'obuli bwebunguzi ate muvaayo ne mukuba Kyagulanyi.
Atenze nani?
No, I'm just saying, you the people. You are the symbol of a people.
No, this is the point.
Nemuga Kyagulanyi is young, he's mature politician, but he's doing the right thing. Why is everybody scorning at him?
Edgar, the point is here. Oyina bakuba kongo oli mwana back in the days. Ne mama wo ogamba tewaliyo baneighbor abazadde balala bayo kyanga kavira ne bocha abana babo. You answer. Haven't you been watching abazadde abamu nga kwate kiduma nakyocha ng'omwana tusinjira 10?
Yes.
Would you say nemu muleko omukazi ono bambi gutumanye engeri jabona kufuna sente zino na ngeri jagezaako kushapinga mwana we. Not that we support. Are you getting the philosophy in these two statements? Era teri muntu nze post yange of course waliwo abantu abasalawo obutategeera ate tubawe ekitiibwa bakuguke mu mutayagala kutegeera tukibalekera ekyo netubaza ne Katonda okubanga bo oba oliawo Katonda abakuba wa bwongo nga bwe tuyina ate ffe tetwandifunye bwe tuyina kubanga Katonda tugabana obwaffe n'obwabwe kati Katonda n'abakuba omuggo obwabwe n'abutuwa kati ffe tubalowooleze tugamba gusokola all of these letters that have been coming from
no
for sure. You get? Wash the hands before you eat and wash the hands later. That's what these things have been like. That's the analogy. You got twamugambye yekube mu mutima ne ku mutwe ndowooza ne ku mwoyo alekulire yaganya okulowooza ayitisa akakiiko kamukake. You get the logic?
Yeah, because it's the right thing to do.
No,
you have failed to do what is decent.
My point here, no.
To say I've resigned.
Kyandibadde kisooka.
Kyekisembayo.
Ate kyekisembyeyo. Nkwesa analogy ya na wash hands before you eat.
And
eat before washing hands. After yeah, you get to say.
Kati bambi ku muntu omulala agamba the issue is washing hands and I did. Naye the point of washing hands is what matters now.
Yawedde.
You get the point.
When Bobi Wine
for
goes hard, that is being scornful. That's being hard. When Museveni defends Among, then Museveni is corrupt.
No, Edgar.
What do you want?
This is the point. Kati, what are some principles you're evoking when you are a strugglist, you are a revolutionalist or wana? You get? That is why Nemunsko. Yadde abantu abakola ebintu ebyakwatagana naye olwokuba nti baali bamanyi nti bwe tupanishinga ono bijja kwawulamu struggle era Museveni abamu yabapanishinga bamaze tuuka wano.
Yes.
And this is, you see, sometimes waliwo ogamba tuno for purposes of the struggle katubala kino.
It's not about friendship really. Nga wona agamba Museveni jangu tukole nawe kayiira toli mukwano gwange.
You get? Because it is true. It could be true. Not it could. It is true that the Commission of Parliament passed money.
Yes.
For which Mpuuga also naye yatwalako ekibaga kye n'abalala. Naye okimanyi nti singa bakimanagingira eri ne bagamba now the problem isn't Mpuuga as an individual, it's a whole system. it would be different. Rather than now getting your second in command fighter, no mujamu obuzina ne kapanti no kamujamu no bakateke wano kabina wasemba pi no musinde kam no mulabisa you get kubaka tibo bakateke kano no muyuwa yeno na leta bani bano babwani
also has to go defense
aleta banja abamletire
leta unafuna na yiba sympathizers kati yao nupu ne bajisalamu ne basalawo bridge kati waliwo nupu esalira ku bridge wane katongo ku deno tesuka wao ile crossing. And that's very
and that
sad.
Those have been one of the strongest holds.
Do you know the for me?
And
by the way, Bobi Wine, okay, Honorable Bobi Wine, singa bini mitivu kutukako, and most likely bija kutukako, wa foot soldiers baja kutusako. Okuvanga kana katabangu komu makaga nupu kabao. That gentleman hasn't been courteous enough to cross to Masaka. Do you know how that hurts? Guys, are you serious? Museveni has been there. Museveni has camped in Kasese. Yes. Sade has camped in Karamoja. You get the logic. What does Bobi Wine lose crossing to Masaka? And guys, come, let us talk. And when we say these things, are you saying sense Edigan, Farida Nabatulaba? Yeah. The Bobi Wine would be courteous enough and mature enough to get his convoy between the Bakiri and Masaka. But what is eating us there?
Do you think Bobi Wine can control the members of parliament? Because it looks like the party is trying to control the people who are in parliament, the members of parliament. Do you think how effective can this be? Okubanga bagala okuba monitoring to that extent. Because on Abama zokuva mukono.
Abajulaba ekirungi katonda kyati ebyanyo okudakika. Nabagamba wano. Obutayawukana. In fact, FDC kyesingako katono ku NUP. Teyayina mu section y'abakubi b'endongo. Yayina powerful thinkers.
Yes.
Newankubadde aba reform agenda bamu babalabanga ngera ba radical. They were also educated.
Yes.
Kati netufune ekizibu kyakuno.
They were knowledgeable, not educated.
Okay, they are knowledgeable, yeah. And intelligent and experienced.
Exactly.
For some reason.
Because you can be educated and still be
Kati netufuna NUP ekisoka kyabira nefuna cream, the nucleus of NUP itself. They are experts and so knowledgeable on music production, performance, and art. The rest and art. A very good tool for mobilization, not a good one for organization. You get the philosophy. However much good theories and expertise the artists have in passing on the message, as artists begin with Nubian Lee, whose voice and vocals are excellent, and the magic,
Danny
Magic Wakabi and others, they have the greatest tool of mobilization. They lack the skill of organization. So when very na expertise mu organization we bajja bano abaina expertise mu mobilization ate balabanga abagalo batwalako
balabanga threat.
So you are saying the decisions of President Bobi Wine are informed by the Sada Magic, the Edimotwes.
He pays allegiance.
You get according to the Bowida kubivayo bambi sagala byogerera kwange bisibimanyi accordingly kubivayo balinga abamwe mulugunyako balinga abagamba he pays allegiance to mobilizers than organizers
because they are his friends.
But in governance you need both. You may have to work with your opponent because he is skilled in something in particular. That is why Museveni will go and bring omuntu yadenga chimanyi tabadamu sabula begin with PS wa finance. Mujukira Golobi those days. But this guy I know ayagala bwongo bwe tunachakola ino muleta. So bwe tufuna eyo section y'abayimbi ne tufuna naiba DP nabo some of whom my dear nabo bazibe okutegeera ekituufu
kyembadde okubuuza how about their selfishness of these members of parliament
ne tufunamu n'abaali aba out of their conscious bambi and what and good heart for this country abaali aba people power as a movement. era mu bo kati tufuna sections mmeka tina people power
kati zisatu
tuyina abayimbi ne bapafoma sabala
zina na bana nya
aha tuyina ne DP
ogata mu ne nupu yenyini original yenyini kati
nanti nupu original nanti cream ya nanti kati tujibalidde abamu tubabalidde mu
people power
tubabalidde wali mu bayimbi
okay
you get kati awo buli omajja na ideology ye kati ziganye ziremeddwa to be incorporated to make something solid.
Is there a selfishness on the side of the members of parliament?
Both of them are selfish. Every party is selfish.
Because
do you know
those MPs are selfish?
I have heard from some people back then. Simanye, this friend of mine, we used to be friends back then when she was in Chambogo. Of course, I called them young girls. What's her name? Sauda Madad. We heard from some insiders. Sauda Madad funa fada. Chimwangwira ate nnyo okusinga Samuel Mpyo kunonyani.
Fada.
It is possible. Okay, that's what I heard from some people. Kati botasaawo mbeera ya both theories to come and work and form a block. Bijja kubeera bwe biti. Era between me and you 2026 nope Masaka block, no, not Buganda block. Masaka block. Era I can authoritatively say, nope, tegenda kubera na Mpuuga. Lero sabiri mugabiri mukaga buli munana. Abiri mukaga lero. Okay. Abiri mukaga gokusatu. Nope, tegenda kubera na Mpuuga. Mukaluka be abiri mukaga. Nope, tegenda kubera na Segona. Most likely Segona. Of course yo yagenda dda. Nakwana yate olumu bambi wafe bagamba tino lugero nkuba kweta bwiruka tokulenga bwanyi bakuwana emisinde n'embiru aito yita wamwe bambi
yewaddeyo
ya isena utamana wali I can assure if you stop tino what's his name Bwanika where are you? Hey, I don't know. I doubt whether Bwanika knows where he is.
Lwachi group yeye
yababe mukatibwa
evaayo ne defense ya Buganda balwana Buganda
nanti ati bakikozesa nga defensive ate ne Buganda. I think in my view abakizibu kyakuno bikusobera Buganda should for some reason first distance itself from these people. Tebalina kukola bikolobero byabwe big daddy. You know,
because none of them is addressing the issue at hand.
Teri muntu Buganda gwe yetumye kutubba era Buganda tetumangako Bwanika mbuna agende mu kooti mukaluka 216 agambe muna akaluka ntalaba mu kaluka lungi ngako Buganda temutumanga nako
2011 he wasn't in 2016 aliyo it was 2011
you remember
yes yeke nyine agamba beti era babuzo bona mu kaluka
teri mukungu wa Buganda yali atumye Bwanika kutumanyira kutusa ku mbeera eno mbuna agende mu kooti agambe talaba nko kaluka lungi bambi ngako. So Bwanika managing ebintu bye nga Bwanika tabi managinga si spokesperson wa Buganda, si spokesperson wa Bakatoliki, nze si spokesperson wange nganze Omuganda nango werwengo amanaging
ekitwala enema yaba MPN eriwa kubanga nabo wadde bali mu kwekandaga bali mu kudduka ku Kyagulanyi. These people have been cited in lucrative deals of money. Milioni 4 ezakagabozi yaleta teri mulala yaleta. Twalabakoza akagabozo ka. Ne abafuna bali banje. Oloze twakawuleze wakafuna milioni 4.
Let me ask you Nefarid.
Enema yabwe eriwa.
When and why do you use an umbrella?
Ngekube tonya n'omusana nga gwaka.
Bwe bivaawo okola otya?
Umbrella okitereka.
Kitegedde?
Bakwata umbrella ya Nuupu kubanga waliwo enkuba.
Are you getting the point?
Nobody joined the
kati bwe balabanga otusanyalaze bambi twakutegula maye kufa bavuga moto kalo tukano batwenge weddeko omuliro ng'olina gijampinga awo constituency n'abeera ng'ekyayinamu amasanyalaze agajampinga motoka eno ejja kutwala umbrella we banaalaba nga otusanyalaze tukendedde tuvumbeera tebajja gitwala. The politics of opportunism
exactly
in this country. Ne bwabeera Besigye bamukozesezza bangi. Nze nalabako nabbiira nga yeeripye ku Besigye amutudde bwati ku bisambiri nga mu musajja na okikyobala omusajja n'amukutula. You remember? ne bankwate naye paka
ne baserwa ne
you remember
in 2016 in 2016 he swept that entire
yes
yeah he swept nga buli omu abadde ne besije bamuwa
we have had some opposition people would call DPC nkwatamu bambi nkwatamu ndi bawe ngwara okay so the politics of opportunism wano kubaka kokola bakwate baba abambi abasinga tebabitegeeza bitini myandi tebabitegeeza ababitegeezezza bababuwe ayite tebasasuddwa genuine politicians and activists and the patriots that I can mention and that I know in this country have not been paid. They have been labeled as political failures. Go to Gambachi, aye councillor, can you even convince them people to vote you? Some of us, when you do what you do, on a national constituency, even when you don't contest. People thought when we were at our peak is in Mayanja, Gamma to get a question about Bidi Kuminamkaga, because we were up here, exactly. We did the undoable, for lack of another word, and unthinkable. But none of us contested because we had thought we would run the young people towards achieving a bigger goal. What did we later have? We had the brothers of this world becoming RCC and he's happy. Now he's crying.
Mr. Idi, you're coming to the end of the discussion. How do you summarize and what is your parting shot to Ugandans? What next for the country as we move on?
If we do not work hard, Uganda together with North Korea, the father, the son, whoever, already
katimuzukuru yaliko.
Kubanga baba ine myaka nalaba omwana we mutabani we omwana bakanyama akusinga akanyama akanyama ako era between me and you in next 5 years I will not be shocked that boy is in military ochimanyi
of course
ochente abana bagenda maje because shwala abantu mu maje kongera abantu ntiisa because we mundu ya bera wali kati ngai neje bateka SFC is to guard Mr. Museveni against the regular UPDF. That's why they are equipped differently. That's why abagenda mu balonde mu can't bring your head from all over and you become an SFC. You know, train and become an SFC. You can't. You can't. So there is some bit of connectivity. Era gatona genda yo no buyende bo. Wani over family history. Are you loyal? You get? So kati ono omusajja bwe kina tuva mu ngalo n'abawa mutabani we niwe wakubako emyaka 10. It is also possible because the parliament ngera ngeno bwetategeera. It is also likely muwalibawo parliament yanga ntekola ki
etategeera
era nayo alisobola ogimu manipulatinga esobola kwamendinga term limits for your information because you see all these things are not sealed bagamba subject to what to amendment. Kati gwe wali weefumitirizamu ogamba nti Katonda abavuddemu ne babawoono mutabani w'embuga n'abakanka buli myaka 10 aba akatuuka mu kyanja yawe kyakubiri makkati agamba ate bani banabiramu nabo era ajja kubeera ba MP by the way ajja kubeera ne Gundu what is his name Oluwadwa minister wekisate kimwana Balam is going to be MP in the next election. I am sure he's going to be in parliament. Ajja kuba ne ba Abelian botandagadde okusubira mbuno bagaliza ensi eno sigamba tebategeera. Some of them do it intentionally. Nagamba let me hold out as a fool. No, let me hold out as a fool. Do you know that some people hold out as fools?
Yes.
The intelligent hold out as fools and fools hold out as intelligent.
Dakika obulayimu kulya sawa nyeza kala samayazi tweyanziza mwena abatulabye olunaku luno olwaleero tweyanza Mr. Norman Tumuhimbise, Farida Bikobere, Teddy Tenjo na Bukeera n'omwami Mukosano Anthony tweyanziza tutuuse ku nkomerero ya discussion ya feno. Program ya The Mighty Drive ebirali lunaku lwa Monday paka ku lunaku lwa Friday tutandika ku sawa 2 paka ku sawa 4 eza kala samayazi. I'm Edgar Matthew Karuhanga tujja kubalaba olunaku olw'enkya ebera Woman Crush Wednesday. Omukyala Lilian Omumbeja ne Farida babeera wano okubanga banyumyamu naawe so tuswa olunaku olw'enkya. My name is Edgar from the entire team. God bless you and God bless Uganda.
The Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.